What's up, YouTube? Before we start, make sure to smash that like button for more fire content. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. For all the newcomers, welcome to Team Eyeland. Make sure to follow Team Eyeland on the IG page. There's a lot of great content on that page, and I'm always active, so if you have any questions, be sure to DM me. Also, for more defensive back tips and tricks, make sure to follow our TikTok page. A lot of great stuff on that page. Now let's get right into the video. Today we got something a little bit different. Today I'll be breaking down some one-on-one reps from the Rivals camp this past weekend. It's kind of, I guess you could say, reaction, breakdown, a little mixture of both. So we're going to really break it down. You're going to see some annotations, everything, me explaining certain things and all that stuff. So let's get right into it. First rep right here, press. Press, man, looks like the corner's eyes are about where it needs to be, right? Look at the receiver's alignment. He's on top of the numbers, about maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards on top of the numbers. So we know he's going outside. Boom, let's see his eyes. Boom. You already know. He crossed over, right? Right, he's crossing over with a two-hand jam, right? You got to move your feet first, kick step, then strike, right? But if we try to we try to press with our hands before feet, we're going to lose a step every time. Granted, now he's still in a good position, but now our eyes right here, when we're running receivers, our eyes got to be on that near hip, right? So we can see the hip drop of the receiver so we can drop our hips. Now, that hip is still pointing vertical, so we know he's going vertical. Right? Boom. And now we just got to take a better angle to meet the receiver, right? Take a better angle, more upfield, instead of following the receiver's footsteps to get to where he's going. We could just meet him at a point. Next. So this one right here, receiver's playing off man. Looks like he's about inside leverage, which is good. Boom. Getting out there. Looks like he opened up a little bit too early, right? Want to keep it about 2 to 3 yards before we open up. Make sure we're keeping our eyes on the receiver though, right? Looks like his eyes might be on the receiver right here. Now it looks like his eyes is looking back at the quarterback instead of the receiver. And looks like the receiver is about to run in our blind spot, right? So now we got to get our eyes right back to the receiver, right? We never want to be we never want to have the receiver in our blind spot. All right. Boom. Whenever that happens, we got to whip that head back around to the receiver so we could get to that near hip. So if we would have done that a little bit sooner, we've been able to cut him off, and then we will run the route for him and make a play on the ball. But if we do it late, the receiver's going to run right by us, and we're going to be chasing, and we're going to be beat. All right. Next rep right here. Press. Our eyes, I can tell our eyes are not where it needs to be. Eyes are way too high, right? Boom. We kind of opening the gate a little bit. We open the gate, giving a free release. Receiver starts to rise. So we expect the receiver to break. Boom. Our eyes are still not where it needs to be, but we're still in good position. Boom. Now, right there, see that lean back? We leaning back, right? Leaning back. That's going to cause us to lose a step. Boom. We're still in good position, but now we got to get in a position where we're not rounding, not following the receiver's steps. Like I said earlier, right? He's running a dig or a 10-yard in. He kind of rounded his cut. Now we see that step. Now we need to, boom, get to that hip, right? Because especially when we're in the end zone and near the goal line, we know all the receiver has to do is get in there, right? So now, when we're in this position right here, when the receiver boxes us, it's going to be way harder for us to make a play because his body's in the way. All he needs to do is catch the ball, and it's a touchdown. Like this right here. Right here. So now we got press. Cousins running in the middle of the rep. Come on, man. Boom. Moving his feet. Not bad. Not bad. We feel that lean. We feel the lean of the receiver. Right? We feel the lean of the receiver. We should be expecting him to break in. So if we feel him leaning, or he got that hand to push, like this rep right here, it looks like he had this hand out there to push right there. So he push, we pull, right? That's the saying, right? He push, we pull. We gotta take advantage of that, man, because receivers get a lot. They got a lot of freedom. They get more freedom than us. So if they're gonna push us, we gotta pull. Boom, right there. So he pushes us. Boom. Our eyes gotta get back to the hip and play the top field shoulder, because it's a double move. He does the same mistake a lot of the DBs were doing earlier, of running, following the steps instead of meeting him at a point. He tries to go here to here instead of here to here, right? We take a step, then we realize it's a double move. We're just going to stay on the top field shoulder. But he takes too many steps down the field, which causes him to lose a step. Right here. All right, so now if you look at the alignment, looks like he's at the top of the numbers. Looks like our cousin right here is about 3 yards. Damn, 3, maybe 4 yards from the top of the numbers, right? I don't know. Not sure. He's probably reading the quarterback. He's reading the quarterback way too small, right? Our eyes got to get right back to the receiver. After 2 walk steps, eyes right back to the receiver and speed up our pedal. We got to speed up our pedal, right? We got to get back, right? And I don't like the fact that he's backpedaling in an angle too. We need to backpedal straight. Now, whenever you're in this position, automatically going to lose, right? Always remember, when we backpedal, head, shoulders, chest, over, toes, right? All the time. So right here, his eyes are still not on the receiver. His eyes are looking somewhere down there. Boom. Now, the receiver's on him, and now he's like, oh, damn. Right? So he's trying to speed turn. He doesn't speed turn. He turns back inside because the receiver undercuts it, right? Cuts right in front of him. Now we out of position. He's looking back. Receiver's wide open. Boom, touchdown. Now, always remember, we have to finish the play no matter what. Always finish the play no matter what. Remember that, no matter what. Especially at these camps, coaches, scouts are recording it. Coaches love seeing kids that will finish the play no matter what and have effort. If you show this effort right here, they are not going to like it. They're going to be like, well, if this is what he's doing here, I can't trust him. I can't trust him to play for me. I can't trust him to put him on the team, because if something goes wrong, I can't trust him to put in 110% each play. So remember to always go all out no matter what. Right here, jump jam, not bad. I like it. I would move in just a tad bit inside, right? Just a tad bit inside to protect the inside leverage. But not bad. Looks like our eyes are maybe around chest area. Want to keep it down here though, but it's all right. Let's see. Boom. Now we jump. He weaves. So that's why we want to protect the inside leverage. So now we jump jam to force him outside. But now we jumped him square. So now we're giving him a two-way go. So now we're kind of out of position. We're still in good position though. Now the main thing is to get to that near hip, right? Close that space, get to that near hip, play the top field shoulder. Boom. Right now, he's breaking inside. We close that space. Close that space. Boom. But he takes a couple more steps down the field instead of closing the space and getting to that hip, which caused him to lose this rep. Alright. Right here. Okay. Off man. Stay square. Boom. Now, I want you guys to look at this real quick. His hips is breaking down here. Our hips need to start to go down too, right? Boom. He's breaking. We should be driving right now. But if you look at this, the DB's breaks right here, right? Let's look at his breaks right here. Let's slow this ting down real quick. Boom. Hips are breaking. He's dropping his hip. We got to drop our hip. Boom. He takes way too many steps at the same spot. And he took about 4 steps and he's still in the same area. We got to be able to plant that foot down, put that foot down and go. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, go, right? But that should have happened once we saw that hip drop from the receiver right here. His hip is dropping, we're dropping. Hip is turning, we're breaking. Top field shoulder. Breaking the top field shoulder just in case it's a double move, but he takes too many steps at the same spot, which causes him to get separation and the receiver to catch the ball. Now right here, repress. Looks like his eyes are a little too high. All right. Boom. I like the patience though. Patience. Boom. Takes an extra step inside. Right. Should have put this foot down. Kick step. Meet him at a point. But he turns and run. Not bad. Still in good position. Not bad. Still in good position. Now, this is where it happens. So he's in position. He looks up for the ball. Very good job. He's looking up for the ball. Great job right here. Now, this is where a lot of times us as DBs lose. When we turn fully away from the receiver, you know they probably going to have that hand behind our back to push us a little bit inside to gain separation so we won't be able to jump with the receiver. But if we're leaning and we look up for the ball, we can feel the receiver when he jumps so we can jump. And also we could jump into him a little bit to put him out of position. And it'll be harder for him to jump and attack the ball at the highest point, right? But if we go like this, we're giving him all the space he needs to just jump fully as high as he can with no restriction. Right here. Now, it looks like he's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. I mean, I will back up a little bit, but let's see how it goes. I like how he's staying square. And like I said, head over toes, right? Head over toes. Good job right here. Boom. Now, right here, get our hands on him. Catch technique. Get our hands on him. We protect it inside, so we're just going to force him outside. Boom. He leans back a little bit, right? He leans back, puts him out of position, and he takes an extra step back. So now it causes a little bit more separation between him and the receiver, which helps the receiver get more space to make this pass, to complete this pass. Right here. Okay. Now, eyes a little too high. Maybe his eyes. We can't tell. I wouldn't say that. But eyes, let's just say his eyes are about his chest-ish area, right? Remember to keep it on that near hip. Boom. Now, I don't like the fact that he turned a little bit because he turned and now he's moving more outside. which is giving him a free release inside. Boom. But I mean, he's still in good position. We're just gonna play the top field shoulder. Remember to keep the eyes on that near hip, the outside hip. Boom. Look at this. The reason why we say keep our eyes on the hip, right? Boom. That hip is starting to turn right now. The head is still going vertical. If he's looking at his head, right? Boom, the head turns now. Now we just registered, oh, he's going inside because we're looking at his head. But if we looked at the hip, we would have been a little bit closer and we would have reacted faster for the inside, right? We would have realized, oh, he's breaking inside because we saw the hip turn. So we're going to get closer to the hip and then boom, be in better position. But he faked this outside with his head and then go back inside. So he's looking at his head. It's like, oh, okay, outside. Let me still look up. Then he goes inside, but his hips is already turned, which makes him react late. Boom. And now, going for a touchdown. A little too high, right? Patience. Protect your leverage, though. Don't just jump out there. Don't take steps out there if he ain't taking you out there, right? Protect your leverage. Boom, inside. Get a hand on him. Okay, now, force him. Force him inside, right? Jam with a purpose, right? So make him go inside more. Force him inside. Boom. Still in good position. Boom. He goes inside. Boom. Still in good position. Now right here. Close the space. You see how he still has his hand out here? That's because if you're running like this, you're going to run slower, right? So get in a good running form. Close the space. Now we know it's an inside route. So now we're on that near hip. And we can, boom, slip the hip and make a play. But he's trying to play the hands of the receiver when he could have been positioned to make the interception. Right here. Boom. Catch technique. Looks like he's thin. I just wish he would have stayed a little bit square. Stay square, right? He's turning his hips. That's giving the receiver more room to run out, right? Receiver loves when the DB turns his hips, the receiver loves it because it makes it easier for him, right? He's just going to attack your leverage, push you inside a little bit because you turned in already, so that means you're going to go in a little bit more, and he's going to go out, right? Boom. Like that, the fact that he got in position first. Now, like I said earlier, right? We can't give the receiver the ability to just jump straight up with no restrictions, right? That's going to happen every time. Press. Boom. Now, if you look, he strikes with his inside arm, but he's moving outside. We don't want to do that, right? We want to strike with an inside arm and stay inside or move inside a little bit to protect our leverage. Boom. Now we gave him a free release inside. We cross over back inside. Boom. But we're still in good position. We just got to feel that lean, right? We feel the receiver's lean. Looks like he's tugging a little bit. Feel the receiver's lean. Boom. Our eyes got to be disciplined. He's looking down the field instead of looking at that hip. He's still in good position thanks to the tug. Boom. Now right here. This is the part where we can slip the hip or we could play the receiver's hands. Now, we're jumping. So it looks like a slight little jump ball. We jump. Now, this is where we aim for the wrist. All right, let me slow this thing down for you guys. Aim for the wrist and rip it down. So right now, rip it down. Rip it down. So it's going to rip from the wrist to the elbow and you ripping that arm down. So it's going to be harder for him to catch the ball. Good effort, though. Good effort. Like the patience. Strike with the wrong arm. Right? Protect your leverage. Can't strike with the inside arm, right? If you're going inside, because the hip is locked, right? Boom. Granted, he's still in good position though. Decent position right now. He's starting to lose, but you see the receiver leaning. He's leaning outside a little bit, right? So now we should be expecting him to go inside. Should be expecting him to go inside. So be ready for him to break sometime soon. He give us a little rocker step, but he's still going inside. Boom. See how he followed? He did this. See how the DB did the rocket step with him? Right? We have to be in position where we're only doing one move with him. So if he leans inside, we're going to be on the top field shoulder. Right? So he goes inside. He's going to go back inside or outside on us, but we're still in position to run with the receiver. But now the receiver gained all the separation because we're following his steps and we're out of position trailing. Now he's moving up a little bit to jam, right? He moves up. Initially he moves up, boom, across the line of scrimmage. He steps back to get more space. He's turned a little bit outside. Not too bad though. But now we can't grab, right? We can't grab like this. We can't grab like that. Boom. He gives the stems inside. We should just protect the outside leverage now, right? Just play the top field shoulder. Would have been in position to be right there. But I like how he closes the space, right? He closes the space. He's not looking back. And then we lift to make the tackle, lift for another down. Now, it looks like the receiver's playing off the ball, right? So he created a little bit more space, which is fine. Make sure our eyes are on that hip, that near hip. Boom. Now, you already could tell, right? He's starting to turn. It's already starting to turn, and the receiver's hips are still square in front of us. All he did was stay dance, right? And he's still facing it. He's still in front of us. So there's no need for us to start turning, right? He's turning. He's still turning. He just took a couple more steps, still at the same spot, right? Just stay square. Stay square. Protect our leverage, right? Protect the inside leverage. Stay square. Let him take us out there. Let him take us out there, right? We don't want to beat him there. We don't want to give him we don't want to try to get a head start over there, right? Let him take us there. We're just going to meet him there. So now here, boom. Now we turn completely. And he's setting us up. He stems us a little bit outside. He's going to come back right back inside. Boom. And now we out of position. Now we have the speed turn. And look at the space already just by opening up early. And he cuts underneath us. Right? Boom. Boom. Now, if we go all the way back, right here, boom. We stay square. We're reading that near hip, inside hip, and we stay square. We get a hand on him, right? And then if he continues to go outside, we're just going to kick step and meet him at a point, because if he does this route, he chops, try to settle, give us a diamond release, and try to come back inside. If we're kick stepping and we meet him at a point, whenever he comes back inside, he's gonna run right back into us. And we're going to be in position to cut off the slant. So it's either he's going to have to run around us or the route is dead, right? So keep that in mind whenever we're playing press. Stay square as long as possible. Let the receiver take us outside. And always meet him at a point. Don't beat him at a point. Boom. Now, let's see. Boom. Patience. Okay, inside release, stay on the top field shoulder, feel the lean of the receiver. Boom. If you look back, he's looking back for the ball when the receiver's not even looking back. And look at the separation, right? Get our eyes on the near hip of the receiver. And then we've been in better positions to make the play. Concludes the end of this video. Remember, this is for learning purposes only. We're not here to make fun of anybody or laugh at anyone. We are here to learn from people's mistakes so we can all get better. So make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.